Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to show you guys some baby products that I use pretty much on like a regular everyday basis. Some of these products I use for both my kids. Primarily I use them for Roman, who's about 2.5 months. And going into like being like a first-time mom, you know, there are a lot of things, so many products out there, so many things that you have no idea like what is good, like, you know, what type of cream do I use, what type of bassinet do I buy, what type of, you know, even just what type of outfits do you get. Like, you have really no idea as a first time mom. You're only really hearing it from other people and their experiences. So kind of going into having a second kid, I kind of knew exactly, you know, what I wanted, what would work for me and what would work for Roman, and kind of it's still like trial and error, because you know, stuff that you use for your first kid, your second kid might not even use. They might have certain allergies, which in my case was kind of that way. Like, for example, Aria was super sensitive, so with Aria as a baby, I could only really, up until she was pretty much a year old, I could only use Pampers, like Pampers wipes, Pampers diapers. I had to use like sensitive wipes, no fragrance. I had tried numerous times to purchase other brands, and for some reason her body only really adapted to Pampers. Like, everything else I would get her, she would just break out with rashes. Same with like body washes and lotions. Like, she was like very minimal. I couldn't really use a lot of stuff with her, so I kind of just stuck to what I knew. With Roman, it was a little different. I kind of wanted to try new products, but I also didn't really want to spend a lot of money because your girl is on a strict budget. So what I did was, you know, I took a lot of like the generic route. For example, with Aria, I was, again, because she was so sensitive, I was also really skeptical on using anything generic on her, even though like for the most part the ingredients are comparable to, you know, the name brands that you hear about. I still was just scared. So I literally just stuck to Pampers diapers, Pampers wipes with her, and just very, very, you know, everything was the same. I never really ventured out trying new things, but again, with Roman, I did. So I kind of want to like show you guys a really cheap, like super cheap alternative route for that, especially if you're a first time mom. I know that it's kind of scary, and you know, you do have to learn your baby's body. You do have to know if they're sensitive, learn all that stuff before you really should try a lot of products at once. But with Roman, him being like 2.5, almost 3 months, I kind of just, you know, I kind of just know now that he's good. So we continue to either purchase the same stuff, like the generic stuff, or we will just, you know, once in a while try something new, because luckily he's not super sensitive like Aria was. I feel like that was a super long intro, and I'm so sorry, but I do just want to kind of give you guys a background before I go into the stuff that I'm going to show you. For the most part, everything I use on a daily. Most of the stuff, again, I have used and taken all this from experience to kind of help you guys. It's a very basic, very minimal baby essentials, baby products, stuff that, again, I use all the time. So let's go ahead and get started. So I have literally everything next to me, and I'm not really going to go into like any specific order. Also, I'm really sorry about the lighting today. I don't have my like beauty lights, so I know there's like a huge shadow on me, so I apologize about that, but this is just kind of how we're gonna have to roll today with filming this video. But anyways, let me go ahead and get started with some of the you know, some of the products. Again, it's gonna kind of be in a random order. So the first thing is literally the best thing I think I've ever gotten for my baby. And also, it is a little bit on the pricier side. I can't remember exactly how much it is, but let me tell you, I swear by it. This is probably the third one I've bought, and it's just the Nose Frida by Frida Baby. And basically what it is, it says it's a snot sucker, and that's exactly what it is. I actually have it here. So it just looks like this. You take this end, this little piece right here, you put it at your baby's nose, and you basically just inhale and like suck out the snot. But like, calm down, you don't get this in your mouth at all, because there is a little filter here that prevents, you know, getting any snot into your mouth. So it just literally goes into the tube, and then you just wash it out. I love this thing. Again, this is the third one I purchased. I had two with Aria. One of them I think I lost while we were moving. I don't even remember. And then this one is my third one that I only use with Roman. Now I'm like kind of weird with, I don't know if I would ever share these like this amongst both my kids. I don't know, I'm weird. I think, you know, that's kind of weird, but that's just my personal opinion. And with Aria, she knows how to blow her nose at this point, so I don't even really have to use this with her at all. But I did use it with her as a baby, and again, I use this now with Roman. One of like my holy grail products. If you are an expected mother, or if you know of a mom to be, I highly recommend you getting this for her, because she at first is going to be like, what the hell is this? The concept of it is gross, I know, but when you use it, it's life changing. Let me tell you, it's way better than those little suction bulbs that they give you at the hospital. I hate those, because not only do they not really teach you how to use them, they're just, for some reason, it just does not grab all the boogers. And to me, for me personally, I just feel like, you know, I just hate those. They're too big for their little nostrils. This, I know that the opening seems a little bit big still, but it's super easy to use, super easy to clean. I just love it, you know. And also when you do purchase it, it actually, I think I still have, yeah, it comes with actual filters. So you just take the filter out of this little, like, yeah, you can see, but you basically just replace the filter, and you're good to go. And you can also buy the filter separately, so you don't have to purchase a whole new, you know, packaging and whole new product just for some filters. I personally got mine at Target, and I think Target, obviously because it's in store, is a little bit more expensive, but I'm sure you can find this on Amazon for like under $25. I think for mine I paid maybe like $22 or $23. Roman is waking up and getting a little fussy, so I'm gonna check on him really quick, and then I will be right back to share with you guys the rest of my stuff. Okay, so I did have to go get Roman, so he is right next to me in his bouncer. So if you guys hear him or hear any like baby grunts, that's just him. He did not want to be in his bed anymore because he was awake, and he was telling me, okay mom, you need to hurry up and come get me because it's time for me to wake up. Okay, so the next couple products that go along with the Nose Frida is the Little Remedy saline spray and drops. So basically, you know, babies get colds, and babies also don't know how to breathe out of their mouth when their nose is stuffy. So it's really important to use some type of saline spray to help loosen up the mucus and loosen up the boogers. And then you can follow up with the Nose Frida by sucking all of that stuff out, because it's so uncomfortable for them because they can't breathe. So I just used this, especially when he was sick and he had a lot of congestion. He's still kind of congested right now. So I've been using the saline drops. I just squirt like 2 drops in each nostril. I think it says you could do like, 2 to 6 drops in each, but I just do 2. And then again, I take that Nose Frida and I just suck out the boogers, and then he's pretty much good to go for a little while. And it does say that it is safe for newborns. I really highly recommend this. I love this brand, this product, and it's actually literally almost gone, so I probably need to go get another one. Since we're on the topic of boogers, I also have some boogie wipes. These were gifted to me before I had Roman. I don't use them all of the time, but I do use them occasionally to kind of clean up his nose when it is runny, or to kind of just, you know, clean it up if I want something more sensitive on his nose, versus like just a baby wipe. But honestly, you could literally just use a baby wipe, but they have a fancy product and I didn't buy it because it was gifted to me, so of course I'm going to use it. And you know what, I do recommend these, like if you are a first-time mom, and especially if your baby is sensitive and you don't want to use a baby wipe on their face or their nose, I would recommend this absolutely. So some diaper creams that I use, again, I told you guys that I personally use generic, I use off-brand stuff. It's literally comparable to the name brand things. So the ones that I use, I actually have been using these for Aria and Roman. I do use the vitamin A and D diaper rash ointment, skin protectant. This is comparable to just A&D, like the regular A&D. Obviously you can tell that it's highly used because it's almost gone. And I just got the Up and Up brand, which you can find at Target for literally like $1 and some change cheaper than the actual A&D ointment. Again, it's comparable. The ingredients are pretty much exactly the same, and it's just half the price. For me personally, I use this. I use this primarily almost every diaper change, unless he does have a rash already. That's more of like a preventative Or, I mean, you can still treat a rash with that, but, you know, that's more preventative. And this, oh, bless you. Oh, bless you again. This is actually like diaper rash ointment. You know, it's like that white ointment. The other one is just like this, looks kind of like a Vaseline consistency. You know what, you can even just use Vaseline, you guys. I've used Vaseline with Aria forever, but if you did want something a little bit stronger, you know, you could always use that. Anyways, so this is the comparable to the Destin zinc oxide diaper rash paste, maximum strength, pediatrician tested, seals out wetness. This is something I use if he already has developed a rash. So far, I haven't really had to use this with him. I use this more for Aria, but I don't really use this with him because he hasn't really had any rashes. All the products I use have not developed a rash for him, luckily, thank God, knock on wood. But I do have it, and again, it's kind of used because I use it with Aria. Right. Along the diapering routes, I do purchase the wipes. I actually just discovered the Up and Up brand wipes. So I use these. This one actually I haven't used yet. I'm so excited to try, but I have for Roman used the cucumber, the green tea melon, but this just, I'm like peaches and honey. Like, I don't know, this probably smells so good. I haven't even opened it yet. It's like brand new, but I did want to show you guys that I do use the Up and Up brand for their wipes. I have tried the Walmart brand of wipes and I hate them. I personally hate Huggies wipes. Huggies wipes to me are too thick. Like, they're too thick. They're not like wet enough to me. I don't know. I hate them. We were gifted some and I pretty much used them because I had them, but I realized I don't like them. They're too thick for him. I feel like they're not soft and comfortable. I personally don't really like Huggies brand anyways, but that's just my personal opinion. I never used Huggies on Aria. I kind of avoided that with her completely because she was already sensitive. With Roman, we did at the hospital. They gave us Huggies. So when we went home, we just stuck to what we knew and we used Huggies for a while. And then we just transitioned him to Pampers, and then we transitioned him to Up and Up brand, which I love Up and Up. I love Target, but I hate their diapers. So now we use Luvs. Speaking of Luvs, this is just to show you the diaper itself. Now, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this is not a diaper that, you know, will hold, like, some diapers, for example, like Pampers, they will hold a lot of pee, and they won't leak. I mean, that's the beauty of the name brand expensive. To me, I personally think they're expensive diapers. But with Huggies, if you don't change them within, you know, the time frame that you need to change them, they will leak. Oh, you okay? We got a little cough. Are you okay? He's okay, guys. He's just like watching me and he's smiling. He's like, what are you doing, Mom? Hi. Hi, Candy. Anyways, I could like ramble on and on and on and on about products. But again, I highly recommend Luvs. I mean, I haven't had any problems besides that one time it, you know, it leaked. For the most part, these are great. They are pretty cheap as well. And I think we'll just continue to use these. I mean, we'll try other things as well, but I think for now we'll just stick to what we know, and I think Luvs are pretty good. I did actually just grab this from my bathroom, so that's why obviously it's not full. But this is what I use for both my kids to wash them. It's called Baby Magic. I had never even really heard of this before, but I did see it one day at Walmart and I was curious, and it actually smells amazing. To me personally, this is the best baby scent that there is. I personally don't use Johnson & Johnson for my kids, and so primarily I was using the Aveeno like fragrance free or low fragrance body washes, and I've used the Baby Dove. I cannot stand the Baby Dove smell. I don't know why, but I don't like it. I mean, I've used it for Aria, and you know, obviously you purchase something, you want to finish it, but I really couldn't stand it. Same with the Aveeno stuff. I feel like, I just don't know. I feel like you have to use a lot of the product to kind of get it to lather up. I also don't, I mean, there's a small, very light scent and I don't like it, but this is my favorite thing so far. It smells amazing. This is like the coconut one. It's the 2-in-1 wash, hyperallergenic, no parabens, dyes, or sulfates. It is naturally skin-loving ingredients, allergy tested, dermatologist tested. You know, they always put all this stuff on products, and you're like, is this real? Like, you know, is all this stuff real? It is made in the USA. I know some people are kind of weird with like products being made in other countries, but it is made in the USA. And yeah, this is what, and it also has I'm gonna butcher it, I don't know, calendula oil. I don't even really know what that is, but it says it's nourishing, which it is, I guess, and it is hydrating. It is. And it also does leave him really, really soft. And I use this for Aria too. So far, she has not broken out to any rashes. She has not had any, you know, any redness on her body from using this. And also, the biggest plus is they smell amazing, you guys. Amazing. I actually had purchased this before I even had Roman, and a little bit, like literally like one pump, even half a pump, goes a long way. So if you do buy this product, it will last a while. This is the only one that I've tried by them. I know they have a nighttime formula. I know they have lotion. I know they have a bunch of products out there. I have not tried them yet. This is the only one I've tried, and again, I can say that I love it. And I've only seen this at Walmart. I'm sure they have it other places, but I don't think I've ever seen it at Target. A lotion that I do use though for Aria and Roman is the Aveeno Baby. It is just a fragrance-free, paraben-free daily moisture lotion. I do use this because I was gifted it, and I've used it for Aria because she was so sensitive. So I have taken this and continue to use it with Roman. For them, you know, a little bit goes a long way. They're so little. Their bodies don't need something super thick and super, you know, like heavy. I think this is good for, you know, good for babies, and I definitely recommend it. Roman is formula fed, and the two bottles that we primarily, like the two brand of bottles that we primarily use are Tommy Tippy. I know that they have like really fancy ones out there now, like different colored ones that have cute designs, whatever else, but I purchased these when he was super small, and I just, you know, they've just been working for us and we still use them. So I'm not gonna be all fancy and get like blue ones because he's a boy or whatever. I just stick to, you know, the clear. Another bottle that we do use as well is the Dr. Brown's bottles. Now Roman does have colic. If you don't know what colic is, you're very lucky. Colic is basically where they will cry for hours, primarily at nighttime, and there's not really a specific reason or cause of it, but they do think that it is linked to digestive issues like gas, you know, that kind of thing that makes them super uncomfortable, where they just cry. Like literally you can do anything and they will just cry and cry and cry. Roman had that pretty much the moment we got home from the hospital. He would cry between around 8 o'clock to about midnight, on and off, but he just was very uncomfortable. You could just tell that his stomach was in pain. So I would do little massages. I would kind of just try to get that air, force that air out of his stomach, burping him more while he was eating, stuff like that. So luckily we have a couple products I'm going to show you that have reduced a lot of the colic. Now he still does get a little grumpy at night, but primarily he gets grumpy for about an hour now, and then he'll go straight to bed, and he right now is sleeping at least 5, 6, sometimes 7 hours at night. I do not wake him up to feed him. That is something that I did with Aria when she was little. I would wake her up, like, you know, I was a first-time mom, so I was like on a strict schedule of every 4 hours, like let me wake her up, or every 5 hours, because they do tell you don't let your baby sleep more than 5 hours without feeding them. Because Roman is so chunky and he's at a point now where if he is hungry, he will let me know. I don't wake him up. For example, last night he slept for 7 hours, and when he wakes up, he's not screaming like he's starving. He wakes up, he looks around, you know, he lets us know that he's awake, and then I go ahead and make him a bottle. Sometimes he is on the hungrier side, but for the most part, that's kind of his routine, and, you know, he's set in this routine, and we're gonna kind of just, you know, build our lives around his routine. But luckily, again, he doesn't have colic as bad. I think he's definitely still has it. I think he's very sensitive like Aria. Aria also had colic, which Aria was a lot worse. She would literally cry all night. and it lasted for a while till she was about maybe like 6 months old. It was really rough. And that's kind of where like formula change happens. You know, your doctor will recommend you changing their formula to something more light on their stomach, more sensitive. And that's kind of what we had started with Roman. As soon as he did start showing signs of colic, that, you know, I knew what colic was, and I knew I did not want to deal with that again, because it is very, very overwhelming when they cry, and you're doing everything you can to help soothe them, and they just keep crying. So with him, I've used some new products that I feel like really help, and I can do a whole separate video on all that stuff about colic and what I do to help him or whatever. But for now, I just want to show you guys the products because I keep rambling on. This is going to be like a freaking hour-long video. I'm so sorry. Anyways, the Dr. Brown bottles. The cool thing about these bottles is they actually say on the product, reduces colic. This bottle is actually brand new. I probably won't even use this because he's eating more ounces than this holds. So, I don't know, I'll probably give this away or something. It's brand new. I haven't even opened it. I just noticed in his like in his little area that even had this. I got this from Target. If you're a mom to be, I highly recommend you making a Target registry. Even if you don't really plan on getting anything or buying anything on their registry, I think you should still make one, because if you do make a registry with Target, you are able to pick up a free little goodie bag that has coupons, it has free products, and this is actually a product that was in there. I've loved Dr. Brown bottles. I've used them for Aria pretty much the whole time she was little because she had colic so bad. And then with Roman, we kind of switch off between Tommy Tippy and this one. I do notice that the nipple itself is a little bit on the like harder side, versus Tommy Tippy is more like, it's made to be more like a breast, so it's just really tender and like very soft. But this one, the cool thing about it, it has like a really cool, like, it's called an internal vent system. Let me open this and show you guys. So it just looks like this. I'm not going to open it because I'm going to give this away, but basically there is a piece in here and something like a little, looks like a little tiny valve that goes on top. It's like a little white piece, then this, and when you feed them, because babies have colic, a lot of that air gets trapped in their tummies by, you know, inhaling, literally like drinking that bottle super fast. So this kind of slows that down, and it just prevents all having a lot more gas built up in their stomach. And you know, I really like these bottles. Roman is kind of picky. Sometimes he'll drink from them and sometimes he won't. And I really think it has to do with the nipple, because he is so used to the Tommy Tippy one kind of being like kind of fast, and you know, but with this one it's more of like a slow feed, and sometimes depending on how hungry he is, he won't even, like, he kind of throws a little fit. He will not take this bottle, but we're still working on with him, and we still do offer this bottle because it does help reduce colic, and yeah, we need that in our lives. A couple things that, because he does have colic, that I use for him on a daily basis. I do use these Gerber Soothe Probiotic Colic Drops. These have changed freaking our lives. This is expensive, you guys. This little tiny, I'm cheap, you guys know this, so this tiny little bottle is $30. But the cool thing about this is you only use it once a day, and you only really do, I think, 5 drops. 5 drops once daily. It's a probiotic. It helps reduce colic, and we do this at our nighttime bottle right before he goes to bed, and it really helps him not be super grumpy and not wake up, you know, in pain or having built like trapped gas. This actually really does help. So I will continue to pay $30 for this as long as he is comfortable and as long as, you know, it continues to work for us. So I love it, and you know, if we miss a couple days, we can definitely tell, because he just seems more uncomfortable and not his normal self at night. So another product that, again, this helps with relieves occasional stomach discomfort, gas, fussiness, even hiccups. It's called Gripe Water. It's free of dyes, alcohol, and parabens. You can use this at 2 weeks old and up. And basically it's a herbal supplement used to ease gas and stomach discomfort, often associated with, again, colic, hiccups, and even teething. And basically you just follow directions. You can actually, I think, give this to them. Let me see what it says. it says you can give it to them up to 6 times in a 24-hour period. And it's just like a liquid. It comes with a dropper. I don't have the dropper in here right now. It comes just like this. It comes with a dropper, and you just follow the recommended dosage for their age, based on age, I think. Is it age or weight? Yeah, based on age. So for example, you can, again, it says 2 weeks old to a month, 1 to 6 months of age, and then 6 months or older. I used this with Aria. I use it with him. We go through this a lot because, again, if he is having discomfort or he's gassy, or I can tell that he's just uncomfortable, I use this, and it definitely helps a lot. He does seem to be okay with the taste. He doesn't spit it out. He just, when I give it to him, he takes it. So yeah, I mean, again, this is another great product that I recommend. This is more on the cheaper side. This is also another alternative to the colic drops. You can always try this if your baby isn't as, colicky as my kids are. And this, I think, runs like $8, maybe even under $8. This, I think, is a smaller size. They do have a bigger version as well. Because I'm taking forever and talking on, about all these products, and I know this video is going to be super long, the next couple things I'm going to kind of zoom by. So another baby essential product is just a hairbrush. I personally don't like using the combs. I like using an actual hairbrush. Along with that, it came in the same kit, is a little what are these called? Oh my gosh, nail clipper. There we go. A little nail clipper for baby nails. It's just super small, super easy to hold. And you can just be very gentle and get that little baby nail, because baby nails grow so fast, and you definitely want to invest in one specifically made for babies, because they're just designed to be small for their little tiny nails. My kids love pacifiers, but they are both very picky on the brand of pacifier. With Aria, she was the exact same way. She literally only wanted this brand, and this brand is called the MAM. It's MAM brand. This one I think is the Nook, NUK. We have tried this one with him, hence why it's on the actual pacifier clip. He hates it. I haven't actually taken it off yet, and we're probably just gonna end up tossing this one. Again, this is the one that he likes the most, this brand itself, the MAM. Along with the pacifiers, pacifier clips are also really important. This one I did purchase from Target. It's the brand, I'm not even gonna pronounce, I'm gonna spell it. BULU. I don't even know how to say that. It clips onto their clothes just like that. I like this one. It's really like cute, and I think it's, I don't know, I just think it's a lot cuter than this one. But the problem with this one, and the reason why I haven't used it as much anymore, I used to use it a lot when he was little, but it's really heavy, like super heavy, and I tried really hard to like it for a long time. He primarily used this when he was a newborn, this one, but I don't know, maybe when he gets a little bigger, because it is really heavy. This one, again, this is the actual brand of the pacifier, the MAM brand, and I like this one. It is a lot shorter, if you can tell. Yeah, like a lot shorter, and I like it for the most part. I don't love this because it's super big and kind of bulky, yeah, I don't love this part, but it does its job. And if you're a mom, pacifiers, and when they fall, they go flying. So this is why I keep them on pacifier clips. Sometimes I don't even clip them to his clothes, but just the fact that it's like a clip and I won't lose literally, this tiny little pacifier, I think is fine. So yeah, I mean, they're pacifiers. What more can I say about them? Oh yeah, one thing I failed to mention to you guys, again, back on like the feeding stuff, since he is on formula, this is the formula that we use. Now we do use like the actual Similac brand as well, but this is the Walmart version of the, it says compared to the nutrition value of Similac Sensitive. You guys, the exact same ingredients that are in this are in Similac Sensitive. So for example, if you are tight on money, you're on a budget like me, and you don't want to spend like $25 on a small can, you can purchase this. This one is like the smaller version. I think this was $8, but they have a big one for like $20 $20. And it's the exact same ingredients as the Similac, like the actual brand Similac. And I purchased this one. I've also gotten the Target one. He has not had any issues with either one of those. You know, the ingredients are the same, you guys. It's just a little bit cheaper because it's the generic, like, store brand. So one of the products I highly recommend are what are these called? Muslin blankets. Looks like this. I've actually purchased this one, I think at like TJ Maxx or probably Ross, that came in like a little pack. This is actually the one that I used when he was at the hospital, and this is like something I'm gonna keep forever. And when I do eventually make like a baby, not a baby book, but like, I don't know, like a baby box, this will definitely be in there. Are you talking? Are you talking? This will definitely be in there, and I use these things for so many different things. I use them. I have one in my diaper bag for diaper changes when I'm out, you know, out and about. I just lay it down, put them on top. I use them for, obviously, the main purpose is a blanket. I also use these as I don't know if I mentioned car seat covers. I've used them literally for everything and anything. These are amazing, and I have a bunch of them. You also don't have to spend an arm and a leg for these. They have so many different brands out there. They all pretty much do the same thing. They're all the same material. Get them at Ross, get them at TJ Maxx, something. You don't have to spend like a lot of money on like the actual name brand ones. You can just get these a lot cheaper. Okay, another thing that I really love, and I don't even know where these were purchased from because they were gifted to me, but they are these like half blankets. These are basically like for burp cloths, I'm assuming. The brand is called Lovable Friends. I love these way more than I love like just like a regular burp cloth, because burp cloths to me I think are too small sometimes, and this is huge. Like this will literally, like, it's like a half, it's like if you had a blanket and you just like cut a piece off of it. The material is super nice, and I love these. I probably will have to buy more. I don't even know where these were purchased, but I can probably look it up. I'm getting hungry, huh? Okay, almost done. So another thing that Roman loves, and I highly recommend, he hasn't on with him right now, but is these tiny little rattles. I think this is so cute. This was totally overpriced because I bought this at the hospital gift shop, because when we were there I didn't bring any toys with him, and I felt like this would, you know, definitely cheer him up. He loves rattles, you guys. He loves anything that makes noise, anything that's, you know, an animal. Babies love stuff like this, so I highly recommend getting something like this. This is his favorite one. He smiles at it all the time. He loves it so much. Another toy that I also have is this tiny little taco. This is so adorable, you guys. I got it in a set at Ross. It was this, looks like a little avocado, what are those called? A little avocado rattle. But this one is super cute, and he likes that like crinkly sound. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll just like crinkle this in front of him, and I know that he really enjoys it because he's like staring at it or smiling at it. And these are just simple, easy little toys that entertain, you know, a newborn. Especially at his age right now, I think he really, you know, he just is more about sound and color, and so this is really good for him. He loves it. I see you. One thing that I love, and it's really not a necessity, you know, you can be super cheap and just use a regular towel, but I love baby towels because it does have the hood, and it's just super lightweight. It's still though durable and thick, so it does dry him pretty well. And this one just says happy little guy. Oh, this is so cute. I bought this for him when I was pregnant, and, you know, found out I was having a boy. I just makes me so, like, takes me back because I literally remember when I bought this. But yeah, it just looks like this. I think these are really good for babies. So with clothes, for the first couple months, you guys, you're gonna have to change them so often, and you're gonna have to just, you know, be flexible with the clothes that they're wearing, and you want them to be super comfortable. That for the most part, I do just put him in little like outfits like this. I highly recommend the zipper ones just because they're easy, especially if you're in the middle of the night and you know you have to change him and you're like half asleep. This is so easy to just zip on and zip off. I like the ones at Target, the Target brand ones too, because the actual zipper itself is on the feet, so that way it's not kind of like in their face, or they can, you know, get it in their mouth or whatever. But this one I think I just purchased at like Target, or I mean not Target, Ross or something. But it's a really good outfit. It does have little, you know, feet, so you don't have to put on socks, and they're just super easy, super comfortable. And this one is a little bit thicker because it's, you know, cold outside, but if you do take them out, they do have like thin ones, and you know, they're just super easy. They're way better personally, I think, than the little clasps, because they're just easy to do. Another type of outfit that I like to put him in as well are these. Again, it's like a little bodysuit. These actually don't have the feet covered, and you do have to button them. But I also think these are really easy because you don't have to take off the full outfit to, you know, change their diaper. You don't have to take off their pants and then unbutton their onesie, blah, blah, blah. You can literally just unbutton the bottom piece, change them quickly, and just button it back up. This is the Cloud, let me see, Cloud Island, which is purchased at Target. I did not pay for this at Target. I did get this from the thrift store. Okay guys, Roman's getting a little fussy, so I just have literally like 3 more things to show you. And I know that this video is going to be super long, so if you have stayed with me till the end, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this helps you if you're a first-time mom, or if you're a mom and you need, like, you know, product ideas, but you're kind of nervous to try new things. I recommend, again, I will say it over and over again, I highly recommend like generic products, generic brand products, because they are literally the same ingredients as your name brand stuff, just a lot cheaper. Let me just go ahead and finish up the last couple things I want to show you. This is a car seat insert. This just helps support their head, and this actually came from Target. I did purchase this at Target. It came as a 2-pack. There was another one that was in, like, actually inside this one, which is like a newborn size, but because Roman is so big and his head is so big, that we have upgraded to the bigger, like, infant one. And it's kind of cool that it comes as a 2-pack, so you don't even have to buy like a whole other piece. And this one's so cute because I love the clouds. And basically, you know, the straps go here and it clips on, and it just has some extra support for their head while you're in the car and while you're, you know, out and about, so that way their head isn't kind of bouncing around. I think this is really good for them. So because my baby was born in the winter, Roman was, you know, he was born in November where it was freezing cold. I did purchase this at the thrift store, and it just looks like I know it's kind of like weird to show you, but basically it just goes inside their car seat. I know it looks kind of like a jumbled mess right now, but I will try to like show you guys a better picture. Basically, you kind of just insert this into your car seat, and so here are the strap pieces, and this kind of just goes on them like a blanket. And you just keeps them warm, especially when it's super cold outside. This really was very helpful. The brand is called JJ Cole Collections, and the product is called the Bundle Me. I purchased this for $5 at the thrift store. They had so many of them. They had pretty much the same color though. There was like 3 or 4 gray ones, and I think they had like a off-white, but it was like, I don't know, it wasn't like in perfect condition, so I didn't want to get it. But I know that these retail online and in store for about $30-$40. So again, you guys know I'm super cheap, and I'm only really, if I don't have to spend money, I won't. So again, $5, and it was literally in perfect condition. I mean, this part, the insert, is still in really good condition. So definitely, again, check out your local thrift store. And you know, I highly recommend products that you don't use anymore or your baby grows out of. Pass it on to someone either in need that, you know, could really benefit and use it, or take it to your local thrift store. Another baby product that I absolutely love, and I actually had this with Aria, but I had given it away because she hated it, but with Roman, he loves it. And it is just a carrier, a baby carrier. He personally did not like the baby wrap. We tried that route. I tried it when he was a newborn, and he just, for some reason, I don't know what it was. I mean, I am a short person, and maybe he didn't feel like comfortable in it. I don't know. But with this one, because I can like tighten it the way I want to and put him higher on my chest, I know that he really, really loves it. This is the Infantino. This was given to us by a family member, but again, I know that you can purchase this at like Ross or something, because that's where I bought mine, and I think I paid under $30, maybe like 25 when I bought mine. I literally had the exact same one, you guys. And this one, I know that it is I think it's like a 4-in-1 convertible one. So you can put your baby like towards you. You could put your baby like where they're facing out. I think you can even put this one on your back. And there's like one other way you can wear the baby. But I think this is super great, especially if your baby like mine is, you know, wants to be held a lot, and you have to have your hands free because, you know, it's life. You have other things to do, or you have other kids, you know, you need to take care of as well. This is great. And I know that when you first put them in there, they're probably going to hate it and be like, what the hell is this? But let me tell you, keep trying and just keep making sure your baby is comfortable. And I assure you that with time, if they hate it at first, they will love it. Okay guys, the last product I want to show you is this little baby soother. So they actually have one that's like a bigger size one of these. This is by the brand Skip Hop, and I think it's Skip Hop. Look at me. I think so. I probably should have looked it up before. I think it's Skip Hop. Whatever, I'll insert it if I'm wrong. But anyways, it's just a portable little soother. It plays music. You can literally clip it onto the baby's car seat. We don't really take this out too much, but we do use this at home. And I like that it's just portable, and you know, you don't have to plug it in and keep it in one spot. We can take this with us if we wanted to go somewhere, or if he's going to be, I don't know, we're going to be in the car, you can literally take this with you. And it just plays some music. So let me show you guys. So it plays this little, let me see if I can turn it up. So it plays this little baby sound. We keep it on this one primarily because it's just so cute, and he like sleeps like a baby with it. This is the second sound. It plays like a white noise sound, and it also plays a rainforest sound. And you can set it to how long you want it to be on for. So we have 15, 30, or 60 minutes, and I just love it, you guys. Now, oh, Skip Hop, here's the brand. It says it on the back. I love it. 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 That's all I can say about it. For your newborn babies, I highly recommend you getting some type of like sound machine, some type of soother, because in the end, it really will help them sleep better. It also helps them get used to like other noises, because I personally don't keep a super, like during nap time, I don't keep like a super quiet environment around him, because, you know, I have a toddler. We live in a very small space, and it's very hard to control my toddler Arya when he's sleeping. And so by having kind of this, it kind of blocks out some of that like other sound, but also when they are sleeping, it just helps them sleep a lot better. I personally have always, and Arya as well, we always have slept with some type of sound, whether it's music, whether it's the TV, whether it's just like the sound of rain or something like that. We have to sleep with something. And this right here, I think, is so great for babies. And again, it is portable. I think this was about $15, and I did purchase this at Target. So that concludes my baby products video. And I just wanted to thank you guys so much for the constant support. You know, I'm super awkward, and sometimes I feel like when I play back my video, I look kind of like, I don't even know, like I seem uncomfortable, or I seem like I'm just like weird in one video and then like super happy or whatever in the second video. But just rest assured that I love doing these videos for you guys. I love sharing my knowledge with you. You know, I think a lot of moms out there are a little hesitant to, you know, again, to be super cheap and to use super cheap stuff. But I'm here to tell you, don't let anyone make you feel like you're a bad mom because you rather buy freaking Walmart brand stuff versus the name brand fancy baby items, because at the end of the day, the products pretty much do the same thing. So anyways, I am again still getting comfortable in front of the camera. I just feel kind of awkward sometimes because if anyone's around me, I don't feel like filming, and it's just hard because we live in a really small space. but I am trying, and I hope you guys again like these videos. I hope this helped you, especially moms to be. If you have any questions or about colic for your babies, if you have any questions about anything, you know, please feel free to reach out to me. I am super open and super honest with you guys when it comes to being a parent, when it comes to being a mom. I am not perfect. Nobody is perfect. And there are a lot of struggles that we all seem to face that sometimes we don't, you know, acknowledge or even talk about because you don't want to feel like you're a bad parent. But I'm here to tell you guys, you know, everything will be okay. Being a parent is tough. It's the most rewarding job ever. So I hope you guys like this video. Please comment your favorite baby product. Please comment any recommendations you have for me for 3-month-old. Comment whatever you want to comment, you guys. I just really would love this environment and this space to be. That was my cat. Sorry, guys. I would just really like for this to be a platform where you guys can, you know, be honest and reach out to me and talk to me and stuff. But I just want to say thank you for everyone that's supporting me. Even if you don't comment, but you at least watch my video, that's still support. And even if you're a hater and you're still watching my video, that's still supporting me in some type of way. So thank you guys again so much for watching me, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.